my amazing group of Rotarians. I am so excited to be here today. Thank you all so very much for being here. And let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. And our District Governor, Hein, would you be happy, or would you lead us in the pledge? Allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, and our songsters. We have two of the three amigos. We're missing one of the amigos. Gosh darn it.
Amigos.
Oh, dos amigos.
Get on that side.
I'll be in the middle.
We could use all the help we can get. And you'll notice that we don't have any words or music, because if you don't know this song, you could take your rotary pins off. Okay?
Oh, you can't see me.
We discussed what we were going to sing, and in light of everything that's going on in the world, I think we need God to bless us more than anything. So we're going to do God Bless America. God bless.
Very nice. Thank you. Kathy. Kathy, can you? It needs to go to the mic. Oh. And okay, so I'd like to, oh, and here he comes right now. Thought for the day.
So I found out last night that I had the thought for the day, and I've never thought so much about thinking about a thought. So I threw it out to my staff, which I like to do when I'm stumped. And this is what they gave me. Amidst the challenges, uncertainties that surround us, let us remember the power of unity, kindness, and resilience. In the face of adversity, we have the opportunity to come together, support one another, and create a brighter future. Today, let's be the source of hope, compassion, and positive change in our community and the world. Small acts of kindness can ripple out and make a big difference. Together, we can be the light that drives away the darkness of fear and unrest. LARPD staff.
Wow. Thank you, Matt. That is so very appropriate. I really appreciate that. Okay, our front line. Wendy Ellison, our Spur reporter. Thank you. Woo woo. Our Spur publisher and meeting photographer. You're doing double duty. Don Wentz, thank you so much. You get my best side. Audio visual, Dennis O'Brien, you are up to the task. I am so excited to see our slides. Thank you so much. The Zoom host chat monitor, Jeff. Jeff, you're amazing. I want to see how how you're doing that. You go, guy. Zoom and chat monitor, greeter, Matt Fuzzi. We have our sergeant at arms today. We have in the back there, Trex. Thank you so much for doing what you do. I appreciate it. We have our web mistress, and that is Kathy Coyle. Thank you for all you do. And our next person that we I want everybody to remember, we forget about this. One of the things that I went to a meeting at the Chamber of Commerce, and there was businesses that spoke, and they talked about promoting your brand and making sure you get your name out there and let people know about your services. And obviously this was a business related presentation, but it made me think, you know what? Rotary is a brand, and we need to get the word out about Rotary. And on our board, we have Kelly Bowers that's in charge of that. So Kelly, I want to try and find that Barbie because she's adorable. But anyway, please don't forget, Kelly is the one that gets the word out for us about our club. She does press releases, posts on Facebook. We need to do some little work there to help Kelly get the word out. But again, don't forget, Kelly needs to be in your thoughts when you do great things or you see great things that Rotary does, so she can get the word out to help us promote our brand. And again, thank you, Kelly, for being our public relations person. Okay, announcements. We have a new club member. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, visiting Rotarians. Oh, jumped. Sorry. So if we could please have, let me check in Rotary Zoom land. Do we have any visiting Rotarians or guests in Zoom land? We have none. Thank you, kind sir. Okay, in our room, visiting Rotarians. If we can get the mics going around. Oh, Sonia, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't assign mics. That was my bad. Oh, look at, we've got Sonia and Christy. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Kathy. Sorry.
President Sheila and fellow Rotarians and guests. I know she's district governor for 5170, but she's also a dear friend of mine. And she is from the Rotary Club of Cupertino. And she is also mayor of Cupertino this year.
Woo!
Yeah. So she's got a lot of work going on. Please welcome District Governor Hung Wei.
Hi, Hung. Hello, fellow Rotarian. Okay. I don't know. You guys taught me. Okay, next.
Okay. Am I next? Okay. Will you stand up, Diane? This is my friend from Danville Church, but she's also the assistant governor of something 4A, area 4A. This is Diane Dorn. She lives in Hayward and is here to visit with us today and with the governor.
Fantastic. Hi, Diane. And next, yes.
I'd like to introduce the highly respected Bill Hiley from Campbell Club, retired, a longtime very good friend of John Shirley's. And his wife, Emily, she is a member of the Almaden Valley Willow Glen Club.
That's a mouthful.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, we've got another one.
Good afternoon. Diane is going to take over the duties of.
There you go.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here today. I'm introducing my partner, Tammy Hannigan, who is, we share Area 4. And Tammy is the chair of Area 4B, which includes Livermore clubs, Pleasanton clubs, and Dublin.
Welcome. Okay, we have one more. Oh, no, guests. Okay, so let's move on to guests of Rotarians. Go ahead, TJ.
Okay, this is my very good friend, Norm Petermeyer. Used to live in Ruby Hills, winemaker there, now winemaker at Trilogy in Brentwood.
Fantastic. Welcome. I think we have Christine.
And Stephanie, his wife. She is a longtime member and very strong supporter and the publicist for the opera.
Oh.
And I want to remind you all that the opera repeats of Mice and Men this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It has been a smash, maybe one of the best operas we've ever done. So put it on your calendar.
Thank you, TJ. All righty.
Guests. We're doing guests right now.
Yes, we
President
are.
Sheila, District Governor, fellow Rotarians, it's my pleasure to introduce, if he stands up, this gentleman right here, Jim Douglas for the third or fourth time, and a pending Rotarian, a good friend and owner of Primetime Entertainment. So thank you for welcoming Jim. Okay.
Yes, nice you. And I think Ron, right here, Ron Koopman wanted to introduce his guest.
I would like to introduce my caregiver, Celia. And I also want to comment that the opera was an incredible experience this weekend. So glad thanks.
Thank you so much, Ron. Oh, Dennis, go right ahead, please.
We have a couple of guests, some good friends of mine, David and Trudy Barnes. They're relatively new in Livermore, and they've heard a lot about this Rotary Club. And and so I thought, gee, wouldn't it be fun if they kind of joined us and partake?
Yes.
And who knows, they might just be interested.
Fantastic. Welcome. And do we have one more? Is that it? Okay. All right. Fantastic. Before we start the announcements, I would be remiss in not mentioning a very special person that stepped up for me this morning and saved my tail. In the back serving wine for us is Allie. Allie is my coworker at Livermore Sanitation, and she is serving today wine from Kincannon Winery. And Heidi Rasmussen, their I guess you would say public outreach person, provided the wines for us to taste. There's a red and a white. So please enjoy. And actually what was very nice is Heidi gave us a whole case. So I'll be using those bottles to say thank you to our speakers. So we're not going to stay and drink the whole case, even though, you know, darn. Anyway, thank you, Allie. Okay, Alan.
Well, Jim, you are about to become the newest member of the Rotary Club of Livermore. The Rotarian who proposed you for membership, Michael Ferrucci, paid you a great compliment. He saw in you those characteristics which would make a fine Rotarian. You have been chosen for membership because we are confident that the image and ideals of Rotary are safe in your keeping. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you as a fellow member of the Rotary Club of Livermore. Congratulations. So fellow Rotarians, may I present Jim Douglas, the newest member of our club. Joel has his badge and his vest and et cetera. And Joel was had an optometry appointment and is running late. So hopefully he will arrive sometime during the meeting. But anyway, we accept you as a member, even though Joel is late. Okay. Okay.
Welcome, Jim. Amazing club you've joined. Just, if I don't mind me saying. All righty, let's get started on the announcements. A couple quick things. Number one, just a reminder for those of you that are part of the Crabster Committee. Bob Cowan is having a meeting tomorrow night, 6:30 or 6? Oh, 5:30. Oh, okay. 5:30. And he entices us with wine. So yeah, be on time. Anyway, that's tomorrow night. And then, Sonia, you want to give us a quick little plug here?
I just want to invite everybody to come to our end of the month social get together. We have a great time. And anybody who comes in a costume or a part of a costume will get a free glass of wine. So please join us.
Okay. So,
it's always at Garay, the last Wednesday of every month at Garay Vineyards on Tesla Road from 5 to 7.
okay. When she says part of a costume, now mind you, we take photos, just so you know. Okay. And then the other, let's see, we've got Bob. Who was going to announce this? Was it going to be Bob? Or who was going to be our announcer on this one? Do you want? Perfect. Thank you, Bob.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
my wife and the rest of the Inner Wheel folks are having, I'll start over. My wife and the rest of the Inner Wheel people are having a road rally on the 15th. you will see that there I am and my famous dog Divot down in the lower right-hand corner we're trying to decide whether we're going to join or not. Divot's my navigator. So anyway, if you want to partake, see me, at the end of the meeting, and I'll pass it on.
Great. Thank you so much. Okay, Pat Coyle. Or is it Kathy? Who's doing the talking? Pat and you. Okay.
Thanks, fellow Rotarians and guests. I wanted to just let you know that our annual Engineers Without Borders fundraiser is coming up. And part of that is a virtual silent auction, which is online. So Joel is going to get the link out to people with a communication about this. It's got a lot of great stuff on it. We've got some of Jay's Talking Bull. We've got donated from Jessica Carroll's new enterprise. We've got Carol Howell's wines. We've got some gift certificates to Uncle Hughes, to Ale House. So there's a number of things there. So just wanted to let you know. So watch for that. And a lot of you supported it before.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Okay. One quick thing before we move on, just a question. By a show of hands, how many are going to be getting lunch next week at our location over at, okay, I need to just get a rough count for Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I want to make, you got him? Okay, perfect. Okay. And then just as a reminder, you'll get an email from Joel. You go online, check in, say you're going, and you pay as we've normally done in the past. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, go ahead. We can't hear you. I'm sorry.
The final head count for those who want to eat lunch next week, we need to have by Monday. So please let me, Sheila, or Norm know if you're going to eat lunch.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. We just, Mike just needed to have an idea so he knows what we're dealing with. Okay. So Gowd, you are next.
Okay, very first thing, it is not the Rotarian Foundation recognition. It is the Rotary Foundation recognition. I know we all have a little trouble with that, but I just want to make sure it is the Rotary Foundation TRF recognitions. Now, what we're going to do today, recognize Paul Harris Fellows, multiple Paul Harris Fellows, Paul Harris Society members, and major donors. And this is going to be based upon the donations already been received and the pledges received. We want to show off in front of our governor. And therefore, we're going to call in the groups. Would Governor come up, please? Okay, as I call each group, I'm going to get some help from Mark. Okay, he will come. First, I'd like to invite Sonia Sheffield and Walt Thinfen. They are the Paul Harris Fellows. What? Oh.
Are we good? Are we good?
They can kill it like this.
Wall.
One more with you in the center.
Okay, so we're gonna get.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, not a problem.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. All right. In the interest of time, I'm going to call all the people with multiple Paul Harris Fellow recognitions, and we'll take picture, and I'll come and distribute you the pins. It may take a long time to go do that. Is that okay? All right. So is Hank Shea here? Christian Ising is not here? Yeah. Is a Paul Harris Fellow +2. Kelly Bowers. Paul Harris Fellow +3. Paul McCandless. Paul Harris Fellow +4. Sheila Fagliano. Woo! Paul Harris Fellow 4. James Schmidt. Yeah. Paul Harris Fellow +6. Is Linda Tinney here? No, she's in going surgery. It's a Paul Harris Fellow 7. Okay. All right. Where did you put this? Okay, now I'm going to call on the people who are donated this year, $1,000 or more, or Paul Harris Society members. Either they have donated or the pledge to donate. And that includes Alan Burnham, is a Paul Harris Fellow 8. Jack Mills is a major donor. Don Wentz, major donor. Jeff Youngsma. Is also major donor. Mike Thompson, major donor. Irving Stowers. Patrick McManaman. Keith Beck. Pat and Kathy Coils. Again, these are the Paul Harris Society members given $1,000 this year or pledge. And if anybody else wants to pledge, join the party, you're welcome.
There we go.
If you have a hand up. Yeah.
You did that, Don.
Hey, everybody, this side over here. Kathy, Pat, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The last group And it's my honor and pleasure to call upon the major donors. These are the new major donors we have. Jeffrey Engsma. And these are the ones who contributed cumulatively $1,000, 10,000 or more. TJ Gilmartin. It's a pleasure to award him because he's the guy who recruited me, didn't give me a choice. He said, "You're joining Rotary." Joel Swanson, is he here? Oh. Okay. All right, thank you. And once we get the crystal and all of that, we will celebrate it again. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, Gowd, thank you so much for that. And Mark, for all the help. I want to thank each and every one of you. The difference you're making is just monumental. I'm so proud of our club. Okay, so. Oh, thank you. I need those to see with. Okay, well, without further ado, I'm going to call up Tammy to introduce our speaker for today. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. See, I'm not looking. Okay, real quick. Next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, we will be meeting at the club at Livermore, formerly Livermore Valley Tennis Club, 2000 Arroyo Road. Meals will be $18. You'll receive an email from Joel on how to go on, link on, and sign up. Monday is the deadline to let us know. And then also, Splenda's circulating some cards. So if you would please be sure to sign those cards, we would truly appreciate it. And hopefully, am I forgetting anything else? Anybody out there? Nope. Oh, give Kelly the microphone real quick. If you could just mention that, that would be great.
So next Wednesday is also Unity Day, and I think the whole city of Livermore and the school district, everybody's going to celebrate it. It's a national day. So if you wear orange, we would take a great photo and put it out on our public image things of all of us showing our unity. And it can be any orange. So if you like a certain sports team and they wear orange, that's fine too.
I think I have an orange pumpkin shirt. Will that work? Okay, and our next week's speaker, thank you so much for keeping me in line here, Dennis. Next week, we have Paul Spence, Livermore Community Development Director, the general plan update. And again, that'll be at the club at Livermore next week. Okay. And here we go.
Hey, folks. It is my honor to introduce our district governor, Hung Wei. She was born and raised in Taiwan. She came to the U.S. in 1979 to study at UCLA and earned a master's degree in English as a second language. While her children attended school in Cupertino, she was very active in the Cupertino and Fremont school districts. She was a PTA president. She was a school site counselor. She ran fundraisers. She was trustee and was on the board president for the Fremont Union School District and served them from 2007 to 2018. In Rotary, she was club president of Cupertino in 2013 and 14. She was the AG for Area 8 in 2016-17. She was the district membership chair in 2017 through 2021, lieutenant governor 21 to 22, and now is our district governor. She's had 30 years as a dedicated community service volunteer. She served on many nonprofit boards. She was elected to the Cupertino City Council in November of 2022 and is currently, as you heard, the mayor of Cupertino. She truly believes in service above self. In addition to service above self, she loves to read. She loves old sci-fi movies, golfing, food, wine, and line dancing. She's married to Taiwan Chin. She has 2 adult sons and a very beloved granddaughter. It's my honor to introduce Hung Wei.
Thank you, Tammy.
welcome.
Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so now everybody knows my name, where I come from. I really want to know, do you know what is District 5170? So how big is District 5170? 63 clubs, very close. It's 63 clubs. What's the most northern part of District 5170? Oakland, yes, very good. And what's the most southern part? San Juan Bautista, yes, and Watsonville. And how about the west part? Palo Alto. And coming to the east part, it's right here, Livermore Valley. Woo-hoo! So we have 63 clubs, used to be 62. We just chartered a new club called Rotary Club of San Francisco Bay Area by Minty Chen about a month ago. So now we have 63 clubs. How many members do we have in District 5170? Just a ballpark member. A little bit over 3,800. We're hoping to reach 4,000, but it is not about numbers. When we talk about membership, it's about more resources, that means more money, more talents, that means more projects, more service, and most importantly, more friends. So what does district governor do for you? What does Hung Wei do for you? My answer is nothing. I am your best. Whoa, what happened to my other one? There we go. Cheerleader. Everything happens in the club. You guys fundraise, do projects, make a difference. Everything happens in clubs. You are my 39th club visit out of 63. And every club is so unique, so different, whether it's small, a 9-person club, or a big, as San Jose's over 300 member club. Every club is so proud of their culture, proud of what they do. So District 5170 is very lucky to have all of you doing service project in your communities internationally. What the district governor do is cheer you on. But can anyone tell me, not a treasurer, how much do you pay per person to the district every year? You do contribute to the district. Not international dues, just the district dues. Pay to District 5170 per person per year. Anybody know? Take a big good guess. 0. No, you do pay something out of your dues. You actually pay a good sum, $55 per person goes to the district. So you want a district to do something for you. You don't want a district to take your $50 and run. So what does the district do for you? There are 2 major things that district does for you. One is really learning opportunities together. We just had our annual service together at West Valley on September 30th. We have 8 sessions. We have a general session. We introduced 2 brand new nonprofit to Rotary District 5170. And one is World Vision International Service Project. One is Ambassadors of Compassion, which is a mental health for teens. So district does for you is provide you new information, provide you opportunities to work with district 63 clubs, provide you with learning opportunities, but also most importantly, provide you with fellowship activities outside your club. So what does the district fellowship coming up? Holiday is already being planned. Mark your calendar for Monday, December 4th. The district booked the whole Trend of Lights in Fremont. So that's going to be District 5170 holiday celebration on the Trend of Lights at 4:30, Monday, December 3rd. So that is your money, $55 at work. So make sure to take advantage of it. If you receive a district email, I understand you receive a lot of emails, click on it, read it. If you don't like it, delete it. But there might be something there that you're interested. Your very own Kathy Coy is going to do the assembly again for the district. So that's a training opportunity, learning opportunity for you to learn what is really Rotary. So that leads me into what is Rotary? What is Rotary to you? I'm going to share my Rotary story with you. So picture this with me. Picture a small boy whose mother was an alcoholic, whose father was almost never home. Every morning, he got himself up, put on whatever cleaner clothes he could find on the bed, grabbed whatever food was left on the kitchen table, and he went to school. He loved school. School was his sanctuary. His parents could never afford to buy him anything. But somehow, when school started, he would receive a brand new backpack with pencils, crayons, stationeries. And somehow, before the holiday, someone would hand him a nice warm jacket. Somehow in the spring, a pair of new sneakers or a couple of nice t-shirts. He did not know who were those invisible person that gave him all of those, but he loved it. He studied hard, went to college, graduated, found a job in Silicon Valley, bought a house, got married, raised a family, and time flew by. He retired. Then one of his friends says, "Hey, you retired now. Why don't you join Rotary?" He didn't know what Rotary was, but he joined for fellowship. Then he participated in a couple club service projects, and one of them was back to school backpack. While he was stuffing pencils, crayons, stationeries into brand new backpacks, it dawned on him that those invisible people that help him along the way change his life could be Rotarians. So he vowed to be that invisible person for the rest of his life, to help a child in need, a family in crisis, a village that needs water. This personal story of a Rotarian was told in my family room while I was fundraising for my club's endowment fund. His life story is my Rotary story, because every one of you, every one of us is that invisible person. Whenever you do a service project in the community, in the world, you are that invisible person that makes a difference in someone's life. They don't know what you look like. They don't know where you live, whether you're tall or short, fat or skinny. They have no idea who you are, but they know some invisible people gave them hope, make a difference in their life, just like it did make a difference for my friend in Cupertino Rotary. So I want to congratulate each and every one of us. We are that invisible person. Every service project we do makes difference, change lives, gives hope. So this is a big congratulations to all of you. Give us, all of us, a big hand. So that's my first message to you. You're already that invisible person. My second message is, I don't think I need to repeat this in your club. Be a happy Rotarian, because only you can be a happy Rotarian can you attract someone to join you, to do service, to come to your meetings, to have a social. Be a happy Rotarian. Do what you love to do. My third message to you is, be a lifetime Rotarian. You know, no matter where you are, where you go, join a Rotary Club. You know why? Just by paying that dues, you are part of 1.3 million Rotarians making a difference in the world. You are providing basic education. You are saving mothers and children. You are bringing peace. You are bringing water and clean, sanitary and clean food to villages. You are eradicating polio. So join a Rotary Club. Be part of something bigger than you are. And I want to say, what do you call people who join Rotary and never come up? Never come to the meeting, never show up? What do we call them? We call them rhino. Rotary in names only. Keep your rhinos. I'm going to tell you a rhino story. I was present 2014-15 in my club. I pride myself in noting every member. I will grade every member. I look at the directory. Who is this Steve Onishi who never showed up? For 10 years, he didn't show up in Rotary, but he paid his dues every year. And then about 6 years ago, he showed up in Rotary as he said, "I'm Steve Onishi." I went to him and Steve, "I'm dying to meet you for like 6 years. What's going on with you? Why did you pay dues and never show up?" He said, "I knew Rotary is a good organization that I want to be part of when I retired." And he said, "I just retired." Steve Onishi, is our immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Cupertino. So keep your rhinos. They join Rotary for some reasons, because they see value in Rotary. So that's my message to you. Keep your rhinos. You are already that invisible person. Be a happy Rotarian and be a lifetime Rotarian and keep your rhinos. So I think Tammy introduced me as mayor of Cupertino. So I had a nickname. My DGE classmate called me MGM, Madam Governor Mayor. So I love MGM because when I go to Vegas, I stay in MGM. So people ask me this question, how could you be mayor of Cupertino and be district governor? How do you do it? I'm going to share my secrets with you. After 63 club visits, it's not going to be secret, but pay attention because I cannot wait to be past district governor. That's going to happen June 30th. And I've already planned the district conference, which is, mark your calendar, April 26, 27, 28, the last weekend in April in Hayes Mansion. We're going to have a 2.5-day district conference. In there, we're going to have some quizzes and you get some prizes. What is your district look like? District governor look like? So here's the, a little bit of, remember my speech. So how do I do mayor of Cupertino and district governor? I have 3 secrets to share with you. One is I do things one at a time. I'm here with you. My heart, my mind are here with you. I'm not thinking two weeks later in city council, 50 people gonna come. They want more pickleball courts in Memorial Park. Okay, I'm not thinking about that. I'm here with you, so I do one thing at a time. The second is I only do what I love to do. I love my council work. Well, you have a former city manager here. How many of your city council members and mayors say they love their city work? Okay. Yep, there we go. Very good. We love what we do. That's what we get elected to do. And I love my Rotary work. It's not work for me. When I have emails at 3 a.m. in the morning, it's not work. I'm doing what I love to do. My third secret is, how many people love to cook? Raise your hand if you love to cook. Cook away because you're doing what you love to do. I never cook. I don't do grocery shopping. I don't chop vegetables. I don't wash dishes. I do not cook. I live alone. I'm a happily married single woman because my husband works in Taiwan, Taipei. And I have 2 sons who are married and they are IPO'd. They are income producing offsprings. IPO your kids. So when I'm not hungry, my whole family is not hungry. So I never cook. So I do one thing at a time. I love what I do, and I never cook. That gives me plenty of time to do what I love to do, council work and district governor work. So I think also Tammy introduced me, like in my leisure time, I love old sci-fi movies. What old sci-fi movies I love best? Listen to this and you can take a guess. Service, The Final Frontier. These are the voyages of District 5170. Its continuing mission to explore opportunities to service and boldly go where no district has ever gone before. What's my favorite old sci-fi movie? Star Trek. I've seen the movies, the TV series multiple times. Okay, so now I come to a more serious topic. Our Rotary International President, Gordon McNally, at the assembly in Orlando last year, he shared with the world incoming district governor something he said he never shared with anybody. He had a brother in his early 50s, a very successful person in his career, had a great family. The family, friends never knew his brother was depressed until the day his brother committed suicide. Gordon said, maybe it's because pride that his brother never shared his depression. Maybe it's because the stigma. Maybe he didn't want to be viewed as a weak person, but the family and friends mourned his death, knowing that they never had a chance to help him. So Gordon, one of his goals for Rotary worldwide is for Rotary to be known as an organization that takes care of our members. We create hope in the world. We create hope in the communities. Let's create hope in our clubs. So when you see your club members, someone look down. When you say, how are you? They say, I'm okay. dig a little deeper. How are you really? Can we have coffee together? Take care of your family, your friends, and your club members. So I want to share, when Gordon said that in Orlando, I decided I want to share my personal story with my fellow Rotarians. Rotary is my family outside my family. So when I was introduced, I have 2 sons and I have a two-year-old lovely granddaughter. The most difficult question anyone can ask me in a social occasion is, how many kids do you have? It took me a few months to develop my answer. My answer right now is, I have 2 boys now. So when people would say, oh, where they are, what they do, when I say now, because I had a daughter. On January 9th, 2004, I took my daughter Diana to San Francisco airport. She was a sophomore in college. She transferred herself from UCLA to NYU because that summer he met a man. She fell in love. She told me, Mom, this is my soulmate. So she transferred herself from UCLA to NYU. And I took her to the airport, January 9th, 2004. On March 6th, 2004, she jumped off a 22-story building of her boyfriend's apartment building. She did not last 2 months in New York. She was 19 and a half. She was all by herself. She was with a man she thought was her soulmate. It didn't turn out to be her soulmate. And the story is not about my daughter's relationship. It's about a 19-and-a-half-year-old teenager and a 50-year-old matured man. Both of them fell into depression, and the only way they could get out of their pain was to leave the world. So we have people around us who might need that little tender help, that little tender hug, that little deep talk. So 2 months later, after my daughter passed away, I received a letter from New York from one of her professors. He said, Mrs. Chen, I couldn't sleep for months after your daughter passed away, because the day before she passed, she came to his door, waited for him at his office door, and turned in a paper. She did not come to school that week, but she turned in a paper that was due that day. And he said, your daughter looked completely different. So he said, I asked Diana, what happened to you? He said, your daughter just said, oh, I had a really bad case of flu. So he let her go. When she committed suicide the next day, he could not stop blaming himself for not reaching out a little bit more, for not bringing her in and talk a little deeper. You know what, I wrote him back, I said, there is no regret, and we're not asking why. But if opportunity knocks the next time, if you see something, reach out a little bit more. Take care of your family, your friends, and your club members. So that's what our International President Gordon and I would love you to do. Take care of your club members. Let Rotary be known as an organization that takes care of its club members. So on a happier note, next March 6th will mark the 20 years my daughter left me. There's not one day that passed without me thinking of her. But she lives in my heart. When I eat good food, drink good wine, I'm drinking and eating with her. When I watch a good movie, I'm watching with her. When I do service, I'm doing service with her. She makes me a better person. So I am going to live doubly happy life for her because she lives in my heart. So if you ever have lost a loved one or a friend, they live in your heart. You carry them with you. You want to live doubly, triply happy life because that's what they want you to do, and do doubly, triply good in the world. So that's my message to you. Is very simple. You are already that invisible person that help people, change people's life. Be a happy Rotarian, be a lifetime Rotarian, and live happily and do what you love to do. And because this is how I follow in my world, because I think a lot of people don't know, when you lose a loved one, it is not just a life-changing experience. It actually changes your soul and changes how you think. But you carry them with you. We all carry our loved one with us. So on another happy note, another secret is your district governor loves to shop. I'll share you one experience. I was introduced as being a school board member for 11 years. So about 10 years ago, I led about 20 people, educators, to back in Taiwan for a trip. We, in the bus, my husband met me there. My husband knows that I love to shop. So he met me at airport, gave me a lot of Taiwanese cash. He said, go shop. I said, okay. So I shopped, and he met me back at the airport before I left. I gave him back 2/3 of the cash. He said, whoa, you didn't spend all your money? That's not like you. I said, I did. I spent all my dime. But in the bus, I said, who wants to buy this pair of earrings? Who wants to buy this scarf? Who wants to buy a glove? I sold 2/3 of the merchandise. I didn't make any money to my fellow travelers, and I got 2/3 of the money back. So I do love to shop, okay? And I love to sell. It's called club service. So I started with 5 merchandise when I go club visit. I had a pin, I had a scarf, I had luggage tag, I had a hat, and I had a backpack. I'm so sorry. After 39 visits, this is your 39, I only have backpack left. Everything else sold out. But this backpack is very unique. Every year, President-elect go to President-elect training. They get a backpack from Far West Pets. Most DGs only order just enough for the presidents-elect, for the AGs. I order 40 extra. This backpack you cannot buy anywhere. It has create hope in the world on it. After 39, I have 6 left. So I bought 3 to your club. Anyone wants to buy it, it's $40 paid to the district. I'm going to be there. If you want to buy one, it's $40. You cannot buy it on the market. And only brought 3 because I want to save other 3 for my next club visit. So I'm the only district governor that's going to sell you something. Okay, so remember that too. So I really want to thank you for having me here. Most district governor brings a project. I do have 2 projects, but my message to you is do your own fundraisers, do your club service project, do your international project. If you have extra money, you can donate to the projects that I'm going to present to you. One is Faces of Hope. It is a District 5170 project in Guatemala that helps children with clip palate surgeries. 3 years in COVID, the hospital closed, they sold the equipment, but this year we revived it, fundraised it, and the team went there and did 51 surgeries. Next year, they like to double it. So I'm fundraising for them for 1 more year just to get their feet on the ground. If you are interested, donate to Faces of Hope. It's on the district website. And our past district governor, Richard Flanders, was passionate about wheelchair distribution. And I'm a firm believer in bringing hope to people who have no mobility. So we're going to fundraise another wheelchair for this year, already set to go to Mexico in April 2024. The best travels I've ever made is with Rotary Travels. So if you're interested, donate some money to Wheelchair Foundation, through our website to the Wheelchair Fund, and then we are going to go to Mexico in April. So if you have extra fund, and I'm a firm believer in getting other people's money, OTM, okay? So on Thanksgiving, you're going to receive an email from me with a film about Faces of Hope. Send it to your friends, send it to your families. Ask them to donate $20, $30 through the website. Get other people's money to support it. So I would love each club to do what you do best. Do your community service, do your international service. The district governance project is extra. If you have money, do it. If you don't, that is perfectly fine. So that is my message to you. And I'm so glad that I came to visit this lively club. And I am very honored to be your district governor. And I hope we will see you at district events. What else did I miss? Remember December 4th, Trend of Lights, bring your family, bring your friends. We're gonna have Santas, we're gonna have parades, that whole trend is District 5170s. And we are going to kick off. I love Livermore Valley because Ambassador of Compassion started here. So in January, we're going to kick off a mental health awareness initiative for all District 63 clubs so that we can help after COVID, not just help teenagers, help ourselves too. And I do believe everyone needs to come out and take care of each other. So I'm just so honored to be your district governor, and thank you for having me. And I am going to end my speech. Okay, as a politician. I have 3 rules about when I make speeches, 3 B's. One is be sincere. Second is be brief. Third is be seated. So I'm going to be seated now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions? Okay. Aw, yes. Oh. Okay, do we have any questions for the district governor? Any questions? You were very thorough. No. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, don't move. Oh. Okay, we have a couple things we would like to do to say thank you. And then we've got our raffle. So we need to get a microphone over there, but real quick.
I did forget one thing. Our incoming district governor is Jill Derrick from Livermore Valley, and she's not here today. But our incoming district governor is Herb Ritter from Pleasanton North Club. All right. He is going to, he's way ahead of me. He's planning his district conference 2026. He wants to do it on a cruise. So he's doing a reconnaissance cruise this coming May 9th to May 12th, I believe, from San Francisco to Ensenada and come back. If you're interested, I have flyers here. I'm going because my birthday is May 11th. So you can come celebrate my birthday on a reconnaissance cruise of Rip Herders. So I'm going to give you the information if you're interested. He really is very passionate about it. It's also a fun trip, but also a working trip. We're going to scout the ship, see if it's fit, for district conference. We got to have rooms and this and that. So if you're interested, it's May 9th to May 13th. It's 4 days. May 12th, May 9th to May 12th. You don't have to fly from San Francisco to Ensenada. I have flyers right here.
All right. So got a couple thank yous and for you. First of all, from Gowd, we'd like to present you with this beautiful scarf. Thank you so much. And then also I made a little something. So I don't know if all of you saw this, but I am a ranch farm girl from Livermore.
Oh.
And so I put this together and this represents industries in our valley. I've got olive oil that was grown here. I have a bottle of wine from one of our fellow winemakers. That's Jessica for JMC Cellars. We have pistachios. Chris Ising raises pistachios, and this is the company that he works with. I've got some local honey that I got at the farmer's market from a lady that keeps beehives, actually not too far from my property. And then last, I've got beef sticks from a local rancher that raises beef in Livermore. So I wanted to present that. And then also I have a little pumpkin here with an H on the front. I thought maybe that would be kind of fun.
Wow.
Anyway, on behalf of everyone, we thank you so much. And we'd like to finish off with our raffle. And our winner is...
Our balance is up to $1,322.
Oh, you go, Trex.
And the winning ticket this week is 4605383.
It is none of you, then it's mine.
It's got to be here somewhere.
All right. Okay, so Hung, you get to pick a marble. Hopefully, there's 3 colors, a clear, a red, and a blue. Clear is you get a $1. Red, you get a bottle of wine. Blue, you get half the pot. There you go. Okay. I want to thank each and every one of you. You have a wonderful day. And again, just to remind you, next week at the club at Livermore, we have Paul Spence, Livermore Community Development Director. And we're looking forward to seeing all of you there again. And Hung, thank you so much for coming today. What an inspiration. You have a wonderful day. And I love, Dennis, you go above and beyond. I just love this one. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Okay.